Oh yes, it is Singletown Bachelor again, and we're gonna show some stuff about what the Brazilian has found out, and if you know something about Brazilian, um, and it's not the Brazilian butt lift, but the way that the society works, just like basically a Western society. So this study has shown that over time women suffers from it mentally because they cannot form a bond with their partners because mgtow they also already said that that over time women loses that bonding. So that's why the mgtow movement is actually spot on that topic. Yeah, it's a crap show of sorts, but nevertheless, it's true, and you can actually transfer that to the other Western societies that are in the world or around the world, I should say. So let's see about it. That they have the graph of what is in. I'll link it in the description. So there's no way that a feminist female can actually say, "Oh, it's a pseudoscience," and what have we? No. It's on scipost.org. So that's what psychologist. Let's say, just like I know, you'll find out about going on. So here we have it. See whether or not it's okay. It's it is about findings indicate that strategies that can improve women's reproductive success do not necessarily lead to heightened happiness or satisfaction with life. That's what we usually say is about, the females in their 20s, the height of their sexual attractiveness. What men usually have to tend to is their fitness and their body. So let's see about currently it has become even increasingly clear that how the behavior selected in our ancestral environment help us to become what we are today, and also the reason why we still have some
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
characteristics that will by chance disappear within time of 3,000 years. Yeah. So that kind of correlates the findings. We are able to perceive with greater clarifies with greater clarity that behaviors does not only come from maternal or paternal genetics inheritance, but in modulated by the interaction with individuals within the environment, social, cultural, environmental history, and so on. Well, being is essential for good development and maintenance of organism, but with evolutionary aspects are related to well-being. That's it kind of narrows it down. So let's see about it. But most studies, most studies relate to reproduction aspect as well as being carried out in the West, educated and industrialized, rich and democratic societies. So we should like to know how Brazilian women, who are amongst the most anxious, depressive in the world, relate to such aspect of well-being. So in the study, 1,173 predominantly heterosexual women completed the social demographic questionnaire along with assessments of depression, happiness, life satisfaction, self-preservation, perceived mate values, intersexual competition, and homosexual. Oh, okay, not homo, but sociosexual. What? A lot of fancy words, but have have less meaning. To research found that women who view themselves as more desirable partners, but have a lower tendency towards engaging with intersexual competition, tends to have psychological well-being. Women who rate themselves highly and as romantic partners also rated their well-being highly. Contrast, women who compete with a lot of other women had lower levels of well-being. I guess that's I think it is important to emphasize that this, so that women try to focus on ways to feel good for themselves. For example, investing more in something that she believed to add value to her. The branch, the double flip, as a person associates something taking care of her body, taking care of other people instead of simulating competition against their peers. Exactly. And the research also found that older women tend to report lower levels of depression. Depression decreased from 18 years until the age approximately age 25. Then it remained stable until 50. Well, it fell again. That's, they explained. The colleagues found that the greater age was associated with greater life satisfaction and happiness. Although social pressure focus a lot on female beauty, and women end up afraid of getting old. Hey, it's called life. Deal with it. I'm 54, so after the age of 50, maybe age changes women's perspective of what is important to their lives, but we only know what that through research. Yeah. Damn, that's long-winded. Women tend to have better physically well-being when they have relatively lower desire to engage in uncommitted sexual relations, but this data needs to be investigated. Yeah. Carefully in more detail so that we can understand that what exactly is behind this result. These women may have psychological mechanism in which, although they wish to engage in committed and uncommitted sexual relationships, they are not happy with their partners demonstrate an unwillingness to invest in them. So, why are their partners not willing to invest in them. Probably because they're not committed in them. They are partners actually. So, and their partners can actually see it from their actions. It's not what they say, it's about how they react. Some coffee. The finding could also be the result of social norms that encourage men to have multiple partners while discouraging women from having multiple partners. Last I checked, it was 2022, and women actually has way more partners than men has. So that's another thing, or even something else could behind it. We'll need to address these questions. Loman Afra. Yeah. The results should not serve as a basics to interpret that women who has greater social sexual desire have lower quality of life because they could be focused on more stable long-term relationship. So yeah. that's how it is. It's a crap show because women want the top 20%. They don't see the 80% because they are below the standards. 6-figure income, 6 feet tall. What's that? 6-pack, 6 inches below the belt. Yeah, we know the drill. It's a crap show. You can be.
Sir, are you classified as human?
Negative. I am a meat popsicle.
And it will not be anywhere by any chance. You could be everything they want, but they still want more. And it's how it is. It's a crap show, but then we know how it is because the MGTOW movement is actually saying that. And why is that? Well, it's the way that the sexual marketplace is today. It's a crap show. I've been on dating apps throughout the years, and I have a girlfriend, right? But this is my last attempt, and as it is, because you get ghosted, you get either you have a meeting with somebody, not a sexual encounters, but you have a meetup. And you go out and you don't dine it. No. A coffee. Either around one of the lakes that we have around here, around our house, or at your, and it's not going to be good at you. Nevertheless, because they say, oh, it's this and that, and it's always not enough what you do to them. And I have, 5 years from 2016 to 2021. I have done that. I could use my time better. And I say that to all of you who listen. If you're male, stop being on those dating apps. If you have Facebook or Instagram, or I don't know whether or not they have groups over there. I've never been on the Instagram, so I don't know. I canned my Facebook in 2018, so I don't know what's the crap show is on, but I'm not going to be at any level using any time on the woman that I have. I'm not going to be a dick about it, but I'm not gonna waste my time. So much time and energy has been used on those apps, been about finding out a particular point where we could meet up and take a stroll around the embankment that is to our city, be at the sea. It could literally be like that, and you'll waste about 2 or 3 days because you don't get any answers, and you get a lukewarm answer in the end. And we see that, we see the reaction times and and how they react, both on paper or literally on the apps, and it's a kind of say, if you combine all those things about how it is today, it's I would say it's a crap show. And it is. So it literally is what we tend not to want to make. We're wasting so much time that it's the benefits doesn't add up. It's not good. So like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Who knows? So yeah, and my email is down there. So I'll be out of here. So